Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome to Deathmark, a Japanese horror game, and I don't do well with horror games, so yay. And I have no idea how the gameplay is in this. Karaoke? Sure. I think this is the intro, so I won't be reading this because of reasons. One, my voice is not doing too good at the moment. Two, I know this is a horror story, so I'll let you guys read it for yourself for the time being. Or at least this first video. I need to check options. No, that's just log. I need to do something about the audio quality. I can barely hear them. All I hear is the walking. So I don't know if it's supposed to be muffled or... and this just click, clack is creeping me out just a little. Okay, so a teacher disappeared. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there, but then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? None of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that, so he checked in on her, but when he did... the only thing left was her arm. It had her really weird scar on it. So it was definitely her arm. A scar? Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. But she showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was a scar like that on Mika's leg too. And here I go reading the script. Great. Like... huh? Mika? Wait, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. It's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out, that's scaring me. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, let's continue. Thunder rumbled in the distance. Much like how it is here at the moment. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange. I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. My head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. An elegant printed letter is in a... Letters is a name. Saya Cujo, spirit healer. I'm sorry if I've mispronounced that. I am not good with pronouncing Japanese names, but I will try my best. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be Cujo's mansion, then. I told you I'm gonna have trouble with certain names, so don't get mad at me, okay? Mansion. Saya... Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Take a deep breath, reach out, and knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. It's a strange scar. Looks more like a tattoo to me. When did that... I could just be measuring this, but... The background is freaking me out. Oh, wow. I feel an icy chill when I look at it. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. A light appears in the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. Flashlight plays. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent, except for the constant clicking of a clock's second hand. Must be in the central hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. The staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk toward it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped in the dark. Is that a doll or a person? I think they're staring at me. Talk to them? Hello? I call out, but the person remains silent. Approach? Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over. Trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. Maybe I should have just ignored it. A corpse? Great. I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? Back away. Carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. Stupid clock. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. Approach it. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach toward the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. Guess it's fixed now, but that timing was a little too spot on. Was it really a coincidence? No, I don't think so. All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on to the room with the light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange, definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary like a ripe fruit, or rotting flesh. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know the scent. This metallic tang. Hey, lightning flashes and I catch a glimpse of something. The startling, grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. Look away. I try to turn my eyes away, but so bizarre that I can't stop staring. What happened to you? That's worse than a chest burster. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified. The hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm going to throw up. Excuse me, I need to vomit. Give me a second. I'll be with you in a minute. The next instant, the lights are on. Wait. That's not all. The body is gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least I'd really much prefer it if it was. But the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of that. a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on, in here as well. I decide to have another look around. All the furnishing in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. You had your eyes closed earlier, and I was right, you are a doll. A large doll sits on a couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers. Sir? And the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that.
ようこそ。
Hi? Yeah. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me. Then the one when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. Heh. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I am sorry for not introducing myself. I am called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master, Saya, was unable to escape from the mark then. Saya, does she mean the corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Saya invite me to the mansion? I try to remember. My head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I would like to ask you one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up with blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Well, let's see. First name, last name, up to 10 characters. Yashiki. Yeah, sure, I'll go with that. First name, Kazuo. Yeah, sure. Kazuo Yashiki. Alright. Type, glasses and beard. Beard. Glasses. None. Let's go with type 1. Is this okay? It cannot be changed later. Yeah, I'm good with that. Unless I die and then I have to start all over again. I'm Kazuo. Understood. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. It is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me. I am certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irreparable true. Please don't show me that again right now. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death, all the while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That'd mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Yashiki, you will die this very dawn. Well, the death mark, huh? My memory skipped forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know... Excuse me. I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that, I feel a lot better. Yay, I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense. Why out of the blue? But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? Might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. Okay. Mary, do you have anything for me? I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a dog gets bored waiting like humans do.
おはようございます。
Good morning, Lord Yashiki. Are you feeling better now? Sort of. Wonderful. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only two paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? Well, obviously. I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? Ugh. People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Live or die. Deadly choice. You will be faced with choices that can result in death. There is limited time and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up, or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick, but also careful in finding the right answer. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accurately. Accelerated dialogue. Dialogue will be sped up while pressing L1 button. Thank you for that information. But certain dialogues cannot be sped up. The backlog. The options button will display previous dialogue, so I can check information at a moment's notice to help me out in extreme situations. Check. Auto mode. The R1 button will activate auto mode. Obviously. Hiding the dialogue window. You can hide the dialogue window by pressing the triangle button. No, I think I'll use it. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death, or struggle against the mark? Soul power. I will fight the mark, thank you. Because if I wait for death, I'm going to instantly die. And now we have a look at the mechanic of the game. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Yashiki. And I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. Sure. Can I save? I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. A knock comes from the front door. Who'd come here this late at night? Well, me, obviously. Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that other marked bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord Yoshiki. I do apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll, such as myself, welcomes them. Moreover, while I am able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. I move to the front door to greet our guests. People fated to die like me. I wonder what they're like. Who I find at the door are not who I'd expect to see out this late at night. A high schooler? A small boy? Or maybe not. Hard to tell. These kids have the mark. No way. Well, it also depends on the uniform. So, we came to see Professor Cujo? Cujo. Yeah. Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I am here in the mansion. I'm her disciple. Huh? Okay. She's got so much spiritual power. It's no surprise she would have disciples. She seems to know Saya Cujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. Mo Watanabe? Okay, Mo. Or Moe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote on O-Parts Monthly. Uh-huh. She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhabiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Cujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? She lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there, on her right thigh, is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar's doing it? That article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. The high schooler fell for it? You must feel embarrassed about that. But, Tsukasa? Weren't you hanging around out in front of the mansion gate? Fess up. Your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. My God, it's so cute. It's a doll. Yeah, I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both enamored and admiring her. I can't speak properly.
ようこそ
Welcome to Cujo Mansion. What? It spoke. With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter the mansion's world that hovers on the precipice of death. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure, all about the steady memory loss and their immunity to death. And their death immunity, huh? Wait, what? Uh-huh. Sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains valuable coming... Tongue, start working properly, thank you. Coming from someone like her. Validity. Thank you. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you come specifically here because you believed Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Well, he admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken, so it must be happening to him too. Hey, Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko? Hanahiko. This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost, the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. So Saya Cujo was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Yashiki. Oh boy. Then I shall tell you the rumors of Hanahiko. Chapter 1. Hanahiko. And I think I will leave it here for now, and I will pick this up in the next video. So until then, see you guys.